Yeah, so to my cousin Anthony and to my cousin little Paul, be nice though when I can meet up with yous and all that, when it's safe to do so, of course. You know what I mean? Hopefully, because everything's just up in the air now, isn't it, with the COVID? So it'd be nice. I mean, plus the fact that the amount of stories I could tell you. Anthony, I know that you've heard about some of the stories I've been up to. I know that anyway, but you know what I mean. But little Paul, you haven't. Not up in maghull, you haven't. It's like cause like the pub though, like I mentioned, the punch bowl. Guess what? Anthony and little Paul, I fell asleep there one day. Got absolutely wasted. Just fell asleep. And I ended up getting a ban from there. Then I had to apologise. And then the announced pub were like in maghull. Um, honest to God, it was just like a lock in between me, Gary, and me mate, called Paul Critchley, who's like 50 odd. He still lives at home with his dad, because his dad owns his house. But it was meant, well, his mum and dad bought his house, their house, you know what I mean? So, Paul Critchley's mum passed away a couple of years ago. So, Paul Critchley, get on this, Anthony, and little Paul. Paul Critchley is 50 odd, still living home with his dad. And you know what Paul Critchley likes to do? He likes to apple pick in the summer. You would have thought by that age he would have moved out, wouldn't you say? Anthony and little Paul. But no, Paul Critchley, no. Just the fact he's a bit like dumb actually. You know what I mean? He is. He's a bit dumb. He's a bit slow. I mean, he's scared and me, like, you know what I mean? Because I turned around and said, what are you doing still living at home at your age at 50? I was like, what are you doing living with your mum and dad? You know what I mean? Yeah, though he's still living at home with his dad now. What's all that about? You know what I mean? It's one of those things, isn't it? What's all that about? Bloody hell, I was glad though to move out. You know what I mean? But you won't stay. Well, let's put it this way, Anthony and little Paul. You just don't live with your parents at that age, do you? Do you know what I mean? You just want to move out, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Before you're 50, but no, not according to Paul Critchley. So I turned around and said to him a couple of years ago, went, why do you do apple picking? I went, you're boring. He went, it's a hobby of mine, apple picking. Fuck off for now. You know what I mean? So yeah. Um, but yeah, especially the announced public McGull on the squad. Little Paul Anthony, who should have seen me like one night. Should have seen me. I was that fucking blattered. I said to going to the pub like announced like in McGull. I fucking got banned, didn't I? But I had to go in like a couple of days later, apologise to the landlord, as you do, because like he was going, get out now. This is about 1 o'clock, like one, like the early hours one Saturday morning, a couple of years ago. Me and me mate Gary and Paul Critchley and all that, we were all getting bladdered. I mean, I was well gone. So I was like, you're alright, yeah, alright mate, whatever. Calm down, like, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, okay. So I was taking no notice. He was going, no, you just have to drink up. So anyway, he was giving me all that. Like, I've got to leave and all that. This is when, like, I was living no, 4 doors away from my mum's at the time, actually. Back in my old place, Lemon Street, actually, like, little Paul and Anthony. Anyway, so for some reason, I was arguing with him, right? Like, the landlord. And he's going to me, get out my pub. And I went, yes, chief, like that. And he went, get out now. So obviously me though, don't ask me, but like I started doing a big fuck off army march because of that bladdered. He went, get off my premises now. I went, yes, chief, I understood. See you later, chief. Honest to God. And like, and Gary and Paul Critchley, they were laughing. It's just the way I went, leave the premises, chief. Obviously, I'm not far from that pub anymore. But there you go. So that's about it, really. So I don't know what you think about that, really, Anthony and little Paul. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, see you later.